Hi Leo, this is your monthly reading for the month of December 2024. As always, if you have not subscribed to my channel or followed me, I ask that you please do so, as I'm really trying to build my following at this time. Also, if you're seeing me on TikTok, I'm really trying to build my YouTube following, so if you could scroll to the top of my page and click on the YouTube link and subscribe to my channel there, I would be so appreciative. Also, I am accepting personal readings at this time, so if that's something that interests you, please feel free to reach out so that we can set something up. Okay, so let's dive right into this. I pulled some oracle cards, and what I got was Message in the Bottle, and then this Co-Create card came out in the cross position. So what I'm intuiting off the bat, also looking at these cards, there is a severe lack of balance between you and the dynamics of another person. And I do feel that this is another person. Maybe it's a partnership, maybe it's a work-related thing, but there is someone that is carrying the bulk of the work, or they feel that they're carrying the bulk of the work and they feel that it's unfair. There is like an even exchange in every dynamic that works, where there is balance. And I don't think that that's there, or at least there's the perception that that's not there. Maybe it's something that you guys argue about, like maybe both of you feel that I'm the one doing all the work, or maybe like one spouse works all the time and then the other spouse takes care of all the house and the kids, and there's just a push-pull over who's doing more of the work. I don't know, but or maybe it's like a work-related thing. Maybe like there's a boss that just keeps demanding more and more and more, and you're like, okay, I'm basically doing your job for you. I don't know, but with this Message in the Bottle card that came out next, there's going to be some kind of communication about this perceived lack of co-creation, this perceived lack of balance, this perceived lack of justice in this situation, that in whatever way something is severely skewed to one side. On the bottom of the deck, there's new life. I do think that whenever this gets addressed, and I think that there's gonna have to be like a little cooling off period, because it looks like one or both parties might be a little heated, but I think that whenever it gets addressed, calmly talked about, and one or both parties tries like implementing procedures to even the load, whatever that might look like, I think that it's going to breathe new life into this dynamic. Okay, so let's dive into the tarot spread. In the recent past, we have Temperance in the reverse. It's lack of balance. It can also be impatience. It's just general like lack of harmony due to imbalance, lack of even exchange and flow, lack of patience. Also in the recent past, excuse me, we have the Knight of Swords. So it's causing anger, it's causing resentment, it's causing maybe arguments, or like fights or nitpicky little digs at one person or both people. But I think also I'm picking up on like there's impatience with this Temperance in the reverse, and because this is a very impatient Knight. This is like I'm not even gonna stop to think about it. I'm just going. I'm going so fast, and I don't have time to be patient. There's demands. It's kind of what I'm feeling. In the present, we have the Tower. It's crossed by the Ten of Wands. I think that like this go, fight, whatever, dig, whatever it is, it caused a Tower. And by the time this Message in a Bottle comes, this communication or this unveiling of feelings to the other party, it's going to feel like a tower hit. It's just everything crumbles at once, and just an explosion. Very sudden, very abrupt leveling of emotions, words, things, events, whatever. 10 of Wands in the cross. It's heavy. It's hard to bear. It's a really heavy load. And this imbalance, not just the eruption, not just the exchange of communication between you and the other party. It's the load is not evenly scaled between the two parties. It's making you or someone else feel like, hey, I am carrying too much on my shoulders. I can't possibly do this anymore. In the future, we have the Magician. So this is you kind of, or one of the parties kind of taking control, and she just has one stick in her hand. She doesn't have all 10. So it's kind of scaling back and paring things down and saying, okay, this is what I'm willing to carry. And I'm going to give you some of these sticks back because I'm carrying way too much and we need to even things out. So this is what I'm willing to hold in my hand right now. But you are kind of taking the lead, and you're making this happen. And I do think that when this happens, things are kind of going to level out and this new life can begin. We also have the 6 of Cups. So there's a return of some kind of like past agreement or past situation. Maybe things over time, things became more unbalanced and skewed more in one direction than the past. Maybe it's like, okay, let's return to the basics. Let's return how we used to do things before you just started piling things on my plate and more and more and more and more and more. Let's get back to the old times here, and let's get back to like this even exchange and more like emotional reciprocity. Like, you need to start spending more time with your children, or you need to get a part-time job, or whatever the case may be. And the thing that you don't see coming is the King of Pentacles. I feel like for a lot of you, like somehow this is like resource related. I think that maybe one person is investing more of like the monetary resources, and maybe the other, I don't know, but it's money, it's effort, something is unbalanced. And I think that with this King of Pentacles, it's you kind of finding your power, and with that getting the balance back. In your protagonist energy, we have the 7 of Wands. So this is like, I think it's good for you to stand up for yourself. If you feel like you've been taken advantage of in some way, shape, or form by another person, I think that you need to like voice your opinion, stand up for yourself, stand your ground. And you need to be defensive of, no, like, this is what I've done, this is what I'm doing, this is what I'm willing to do. I'm not willing to do all of that, but here is what I'm willing to do. And don't stand down. You need to stand up for yourself. In the antagonist position, we have the Page of Swords. So this is like, I feel like you're maybe like unwilling to observe something about the other person. Like, maybe they have been kind of carrying their weight just in a completely different or other way. I think that you need to be willing to learn from this other person, like their position. Definitely stand up for yourself and stand your ground, but also be willing to observe things from their position as well. Don't get too much in this energy. Otherwise, this new life, it's never going to happen. You're not going to be able to get past this tower moment if you can't hear the other person out and observe and be able to say, okay, actually, I will give you 50% of that argument. Here's the other 50% you're not seeing, but you do have 50% of that argument correct. In the outcome position, we have the 3 of Cups. So this is celebration. It's victory to be had after you address this Two of Pentacles situation. So there's gonna have to be some kind of like recalibration in power dynamics or in effort dynamics. There's some kind of juggling or reshuffling or like rebalancing that needs to be made. But after you do this, you get there, and it's like, hey, we were able to resolve this together. You finally get to this new life energy of like, oh, okay, now that the dust is cleared from this tower falling, like how, and we've recalibrated this weight that was so daunting, like we did this together. And also we have the Three of Wands. So it's willing to like sit down and make a plan about how going forward in the future, like this, it's not going to get so heavily tilted in one favor again. Like how, let's sit down and talk and like plan and envision how we can keep these pentacles evenly scaled in the future. And in the overall energy, we have the Five of Wands reversed. Like I said, there's presently there's been some kind of tower happen. There's been some explosion, but I think that you're going to be able to kind of chill things out. I think that you're going to be getting over it. I think that the dust, it will be starting to clear, and you'll be able to kind of put this difficulty behind you. But at the bottom of the deck, oh, also, in the overall energy, we have the Knight of Cups. So I feel like emotionally you need to be sensitive to the other person and their position and how they're feeling, but also like be sensitive to yourself and don't completely back down, but be willing to compromise, be willing to negotiate, be willing to hear someone out. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Swords. I mean, it's just this tower, Ten of Wands. It's upsetting. Like, there's just this imbalance, and you're hurt. You're deeply hurt by not being considered and being dumped on. All right. I wish you a very Merry Christmas, Leo, and hopefully in the next few days I can do a bigger spread using the playing card method that I like so much. Maybe in the next few days, week. Hopefully that happens. So I wish you very happy holidays, and Salam.